So our first application is for 495 Cooper Street in Accord. So we are a request for area variance related to the setback. Be able to add a front porch to a pre-existing non-conforming structure. It's a registered structure. Pretty much covers it, right, Zach? All right. Let's see. So I'll take a motion to accept the application. Area variance. Thank you, Jid. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Zach. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next, we need to classify it for seeker. So normally we would consider this a type 2. There's no real environmental impact to a setback. The only thing that changes that is it is a registered property. It's registered historic property. So that raises the bar. It could be an automatic type 1. If the thresholds are high enough, you have to be above 25% of any of the thresholds. In this case, it doesn't in and of itself trigger any of the thresholds, but it would require at a minimum to be an unlisted. We could do the short EAF on that if it's unlisted, which the applicant did submit. We have some adjustments to make to their submission. So if you scroll down a little bit, Laura, I can point it out. So yeah, the number 5 there is the proposed action, a permitted use under the zoning regulations, and they check no, it should actually be yes. So we'll need to go through that. Just make sure that a front porch is permitted. Down a little further, number 9 and 10 has to do with connections to wells, and 10 and 11. So connection to a well and a wastewater, they said it doesn't have any connection to a well or a wastewater, but you have to give a narrative if you check no. So there's some things like that.
Okay.
We'll need to fill in the correct form, but essentially I did a quick run through the form. There's nothing about this application that's going to have any significant impact. So I would be very comfortable classifying it as a unlisted application, and then remedy the short form, and I think we'll check that box essentially.
Then it will be a type 1.
No, stay unlisted.
Okay.
So if you go into type 1, then you got
Then you have to.
long form and impact statement. And
Explain to me, will the proposed action connect to an existing public private water supply? No, how are you going to get? This is what we're
in
saying.
this case, it doesn't have.
No,
This doesn't.
because
There's no connection
There's no
related to the project, and so that's
porch, okay.
So that's the explanation. Is there's the structure is already connected to its own private system, and there's no additional.
There's no additional lines being run.
Yeah. So,
What was the last part after system?
let's see, project does not contemplate any additional connections to a water supply system. We get cut and paste right below and say wastewater system.
Is there something else after supply?
System.
System.
And instead of water, just add waste in front of water.
We can finish, we can go through this meetings and have it kind of queued up for everybody to review at the next meeting.
Anything else that stands out?
That was, I did a very quick review,
Pretty straightforward.
knowing the form well enough to kind of know what they're going to ask relative to a front porch. I think we're safe.
Right.
But I'll take a motion to have it classified as unlisted.
Make a motion to classify this as unlisted.
Thank you, Kathy. Second. Second. Thank you, Jid. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And last is to schedule for a public hearing.
I make a motion to schedule the public hearing for this application on our next meeting on March 18th.
Cool. Thank you, Zach. Second.
Second it.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, moving right along.
Now I will check the schedule site visit. And you would like to come?
I think I'd like to try to come to this one. Everybody else is interested?
Anybody else?
Do we
You
know?
got a quorum now.
I'll let
No,
you
you can have a quorum, you just can't.
Can't talk if you have a quorum.
You can't discuss it.
Hold up cards.
I think we're well behaved enough to handle that.
We're pretty good.
Yeah. And I,
Here's Sean.
So I'll let you know. Yeah. I'll let you know when, what dates work for Gray.
they provided a pretty complete application in terms of the things we normally ask for.
Yeah.
If there's
Yeah, I got your.
anything you
Yeah.
see
Look at
and
that.
missing, and let
Yeah,
Jack
you did a
know
good
and
job.
make sure we get it.
This is the proposal, this little write-up.
Can I just ask the question? Who is
He's the
Great.
contractor.
Greg's
Okay.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like his guy. I think he's like his little handyman, does a lot of work for him. See, this was email from Sean, just letting us know about the SHPO sort of thing. And so, Marbletown Historic Society and SHPO they did not give any response to Sean. They wanted to add anything.
Is there a reason that we should wait on making any sort of determination before?
Sean didn't really seem, he's like, it's kind of typical.
I mean, is there a set of guidelines for when they're supposed to, how much time they're supposed to have to respond? Okay. And our next meeting will be within that?
Yeah.
We'll meet those guidelines? Okay. All right.
If they give us a response in the meantime, we can always pass a resolution to adjust our classification.
Okay.
Good with that.
All right.
This was Sean's little listing, so we had it. It's because of the building being at least documented.
Uh-huh.
It's not the public class I'm looking for.
Probably.
Probably.
what
What
class?
are you looking for?
Public class here tonight.
Oh, there's a lot of rooms.
Keep knocking on doors. You'll find
Send it to
something.
the chorus group.
Uh-huh.
You might be their tenor.
Huh.
Well, the Hornbeck House,
Yes,
historic name.
yes. Yeah.
Quite a few of them around still.
Alright.
Oh,
Guess this is giving you more of that.
Keitel and Lorraine Bronco.
huh. Those the people that made it, registered it?
And it could be just another name, but wasn't she an actress?
Well, Harvey Keitel is definitely an actor. And that,
It's from one to the other.
Right.
Pass in the house.
Gideon Hornbeck, huh?
In 2019, it was on the registry.
It's not actually in the historic district.
Right, it's just on.
It's just in the registry.
It's just a registered property.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
It's
Mhm.
second sub paragraph. Threshold. Scroll down.
Right here is Sean's determination.
Short.
That's Sean now. He has had the plague. He has not been in 2 days, so that is bad for Sean.
Yeah.
Plague.
Yeah, I don't know what he has, but
It's one of the many.
it's very rare that Sean takes a day.
You can scroll when you're. There.
Oh, this was what Sean had sent to Bill Merchant for the Marbletown Historic Preservation.
Looks like they have about a week left to respond
Okay.
officially, but if we responded after and had an opinion, we just operate it.
He sent us.
2-3.
Third.
Or something.
Good on that?
Mhm.
Okay. A little authorization letter. Here is some dimensions.
Can't see the numbers. How far out from the house is it?
Top left corner, I'll show it. Right
There.
2 feet.
No.
2 feet projection off the face of the building and 11. That's the face of it.
So we could make a case, couldn't we, that it's just an 8-foot variance? Take the
No.
existing,
No, it's,
How
well, no, but it's actually not, it doesn't face the road, so it's
oh,
not,
it's the side.
it's
Okay.
not increasing the setback, or if it does, it's by a few inches, depending upon how you measure it. Yeah, the road basically parallels, kind of comes along like right through, it's on an arc,
Yeah.
comes on around a turn, but it kind of comes like that. Yeah,
I think it's gonna be more likely
really, it's just a pre-existing
that
non-conformity.
it's pre-existing non-conforming, that we're using the pre-existing line. That's most likely, I think, where it's gonna, we've done that, we've done that before.
I was just thinking this porch was on the front.
Front,
of the
yeah,
house,
yeah.
on the side. So,
We're gonna make Zach call through the bushes and
yeah,
measurements in
right.
19 locations.
With a wheel, and you can get the wheel from Sean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be official.
Well, but this time I'll be doing it in an official capacity.
Yeah, so it's basically just a simple
Yeah.
stone. Actually, if you show the photos,
Wood, yeah.
you can get the pretty good feel for. There we go.
Oh, you want the photos? Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that.
So if you scroll down, if you go down a couple, you'll be able. Well, there's the road running parallel, but next one down, you can kind of see what it is. Or two more.
Is there a driveway that goes under that?
No, I think
Just
it
to
comes around.
walking.
I think it comes around the side.
So this is just for people to walk under?
Yeah.
A walking one, not a car?
Not a car one. There's a picture in there somewhere you can see it's kind of like straight on from the front. It kind of gives you a sense of where it is parallel.
It's 11 feet wide? It's a
But
foot.
yeah,
It's a-
there you go.
okay.
That gives you a pretty good sense of what they're doing. You got the stone, got a lot of stonework that's already been laid in here. It's basically going to just sit right here. Covered front porch.
So like a patio, if it's gonna be stone.
8 by 11. It's not even a patio.
It's really just a covered porch, really, yeah.
A little big for a covered porch, but not.
What is this gravelly thing here?
Gravel walk. Yeah, so but if I remember at the site layout, the parking's all like over in here. It's just a walk up to the door. And this is the historic stone structure. This is an addition that was added at some point previous to this.
I read somewhere that there were structural problems, some chemical structural problems,
Yeah, so they're doing interior renovations.
but that's apart from this.
It's,
Yeah,
that's-
Okay.
Building department, Sean nightmare.
John's headache, not ours.
Yeah, this has been going on for a little bit for Sean with this particular project. I think he even had to give them an issue a no work order at one point because one of the contractors is just doing whatever, whenever, however.
All right.
else you'd like to see?
Do you have anything fresh you want to show us?
Looks like that's the wheel.
Yeah, there's
The official wheel.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
got
might
old
even have to
Sean
bring
the
one
wheel
with
too.
you.
So making sure,
Got its close up.
getting the distances here, yeah.
That's our project.
We could take that if you don't want to crawl over going through the bushes.
All right. Anything else? Application? All right. Well, if you see anything that you feel is missing, you want to get from the applicant, now in the next meeting, just let Zach know.
Okay.
Notify him.
We,
Let
do
us
we
know when
have
he
where
schedules a
the, I'm
meeting.
just curious, do we have where the septic is and all that stuff?
I think it's on there if I remember right, but we have to verify that. I told him Kathy would ask for it.
Because we don't want this porch over the septic tank.
Right. Make it easy to pump in the winter.
Just to go.
Pull up your front porch step and pump it.
No, I don't.
Let's see if I can flip them through here real quick.
Oh, let's see. So I'd like septic.
Yeah. We do not have that. I don't see it in folder. I don't see it in the folder. So we can ask for that.
Unless it's on the survey map.
No, I just have to
Yeah, all right. So anything else we think of off the top of our head?
No.
All right. Shall we move on?
So we'll ask Ray to send us home with a septic and a well
Yeah, and it could just be,
drawn,
hand drawn in.
little crayon.
If it's close to anything that we're looking to build, just give us a dimension, like a distance away. So. All right. So next up, we've got a clarification request from the Letterman School. Essentially, it'll just be a clerical action. They got their site plan sketch that was part of our approval and said, well, that's not what we need to do. So it's what we had. If you want to go down to like this guy, the one that's got the little sketch in the top corner. So they've given us a dimension, but the way the scripter.
No, you know what? I don't think I put it on my flash drive.
Well, go back. You can go back to the last one you had there. Something that shows us the site. All right, yeah, zoom in on that. So you got the building right here. The property line goes along the back where the pavilion's going. And what they given us was a sketch plan that was 17 feet here, and it said 20 feet, which is what the distance to the fence. But the actual distance, or 25 is what it said. The actual distance to the rear boundary line is like way huge. It's well beyond what the setback requirement is. But in the narrative that we were given,
We have them in this.
yeah, here we go.
That was the original
Keep
one.
going right there. So in the narrative, this sounded like it was 20 feet. This sounded like it was 15 feet. So we scratched it out in our determination. Because as we read through, we're like, well, it's 20 feet to the side lot line where they have 17. It's 15 feet, So we corrected. It turns out that either are correct. And it's the correct dimension is 15 feet from where they want to put the pavilion to this sideline. Which in our determination, we were comfortable with 15 feet to what we thought was the back line based on what they presented, and 20 feet to that sideline based on what they presented.
But it's many, many feet to the back line, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
if you zoom out on this sketch, you can see
Oh, yeah.
how far
Oh, yeah.
back it
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
So it must be to the fence line, the other mentioned.
Correct.
Right,
So
okay.
it is not two setback variances. It's really one,
Hmm.
and it is only to the side lot line. And it is 15 feet instead of what we had granted was 15 to the back and 20 to the side. They just need 15 to the side. So that's kind of the queue up. Asked Laura to kind of gather up a few facts as a draft determination that I haven't even read it yet. Had a lot of meetings this week, so this is for us to edit, and assuming we're all comfortable giving them this clerical adjustment, we can when we're ready.
This up.
The applicant.
Juliana, she's
Juliana
getting
did?
ready to go to the planning board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she looked at it, she was like, oh, that's.
Yeah, it sounds like the information it originally provided was provided by the family that had requested
Okay.
to do the project. And this is now the Letterman representative looking at it directly.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, family has moved to Kentucky. Scroll.
Give a scrolling.
Mhm.
Scroll. We should make this zoning board,
Wait, what?
the bold. I guess the zoning board.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want their job.
Better than I,
Oh,
mine.
you got the blue snowflake one.
Tiny, tiny.
good with all that.
Motion to approve it?
Let's, so we should specify what the changes are. Tie it to a updated site plan to be filed with, we can just, what they've submitted is adequate.
Mhm.
And what I'm thinking, and then we can draft language for it, is they don't need a rear setback variance. So we can, I think, eliminate the rear setback variance and grant a side setback variance of 15 feet.
So go up and change.
You're good.
No, I
you're
think
good with
in
there.
the resolution.
Yeah, and just let me throw it out for the board to kind of make sure everybody makes sense to them, and then we can.
Well, wait a minute now. It says, whereas specify the left front step. 20, is it 20 now?
But no, that's the determination we
That's the
previously
previous
passed that they're
one.
petitioning. So in the resolution, I think we need to
Specify
specify what it is
and that they don't need it.
yeah, exactly. And then reference it to, an attached site, the submitted site plan, updated site plan, something to that effect.
So we do it before they resolve. Like here.
I think
it's with the resolve.
in the resolution.
Put it right in the
Put it right
resolution.
in.
Let's put it right at the end too.
Yeah, put it right at the
I
end.
would say,
We've established that there needs to be a correction. In the resolution, we're establishing
Right.
a clerical correction to the left front and rear setbacks, the approved determination, and then I think we state what those corrections are.
Right.
We can talk about it underneath.
I'm thinking right here, right where it cursor is.
Put a new
just
paragraph,
say,
rate it,
We can separate it if you'd like.
do a new paragraph.
Um, Let's see, what's the language we need?
Let's state first what distance are.
Right.
The amended
Yeah,
setback.
so the amended setback shall be 15 feet. And actually, before we even get the amended side yard setback, it'll be 15 feet. And no rear yard setback. Let's see here.
is required.
Is required, therefore, prior reference to a rear yard setback shall be,
I'm looking for variances, not the rear.
or sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for variances. The amended side yard setback.
Variance.
So, actually, right, we finish setback and add the word variance at the end of it, and then we'll go adjust the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Variance here.
Yep.
All right, and then up above, somewhere in here, we're gonna rear, let's see, yeah,
You want variance there too.
that's. Amended side yard setback variance shall be 15 feet, and no rear yard setback
Variance.
is required. And here, into that same line.
Variance here.
Required, therefore.
Prior reference
Prior reference
to
to
a rear yard.
Do this
Oh, let's see.
here, required semicolon. And then therefore with an E, comma. Okay.
Prior reference to a rear yard. Setback variance, well, is being is it nullified, or essentially we're going to take away the rear yard setback
Mhm.
variance, 'cause they don't need it.
Something to note, that I think we're using different terms than are used above. If you scroll up, Laura,
We'll get fancy.
that says left front and rear setbacks.
All right.
So left front is not side.
We should call it side. Is it north, south, east, west side? It's not a true compass, but it's
Wasn't here for that meeting.
here.
No, it's 213 east.
It's like the easterly side of lot, isn't it?
I think that's
Or
the
south?
east.
My brain's not working on that
Hold
map.
on,
Doing the same thing.
No, I don't remember what the SBL was.
Oh, their SBL is.
Yeah.
the southeasterly side yard.
This is where we are going here.
Yeah, I think there's a couple spots where it references it, but yeah,
You want to start from the top and work our way down?
sure, that's probably a smart way to do it. So front left property line. So,
Southeasterly
the reason
property.
request called the southeasterly side property line.
Where?
Where your
Here.
cursor is, yeah. Setback from the southeasterly property line. You want to call it the southeasterly side lot line? Would like, all right. Most of that works.
Good there?
Same thing there. Southeasterly
Southeast.
side lot line setback. So just,
Southeast.
yeah, there you go. Well, we
I know
want
Easter's coming, but
southeast side lot
Side lot.
setback. And then and here we'll say the rear property line, rear lot line. Yeah, maybe we want to call them all lot lines. So right there, right where you are and your cursor now, change that to lot. No, that one, we can just change the word property to lot.
Okay.
We've already established it's the southeast side lot setback from the pavilion to the lot line.
is it 20 feet or is it used to be 20 feet?
It was in the prior determination, which is, this is basically reiterating what the
Okay.
prior determination was. And then towards the end of that same line, replace the word property with rear lot line. Sorry, I gave you a double line. All right, so we can scroll down again. I think we match, right, Zach? Oh, man, then we
Right there, yeah.
southeasterly, right
Above, yeah.
Yeah.
we'll probably, no, actually, that's good. So the paragraph above first, yeah, that, for the clerical correction of the southeast side lot line. Or side lot setback. There we go.
Oh, we're going to that.
Rear setback, and so singular on this one. The setback of the approved determination. Side yard setback variance shall be. And I suppose here we should say the amended southeast side yard setback variance. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, strike out amended there. And we'll drop down to the next paragraph. Amended side yard setback.
Southeast.
Yeah, so right here where your cursor is already. The amended southeast side yard setback. Just throwing you off left and right, but you're pretty good at this. You're keeping up with us. So we're good there. And we'll clean that up. And the rear yard setback. Therefore, prior reference to a rear yard setback variance. We'll just say shall be nullified instead of is being.
Prior reference to the need for a rear yard setback variance.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're talking about. So prior reference to needs, so directly below the line, you're
Prior reference.
to the need for a rear yard setback. There we go. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a motion to approve.
I will so move.
Actually, technically, we'll take a motion to open and accept first.
I will make a motion to accept this clerical correction application.
Exact. Second.
I'll second it.
Kathy. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Now we'll take a motion to approve this application, or approve this amendment.
I will so move.
Thank you, Zach. Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Jid. This will do roll of call.
Aye.
Thank you, Jid.
Aye.
Kathy, thank you.
Aye.
Aye. I vote aye. That's unanimous. All right. And let's see, our last item is our minutes from November 2024. Anybody have any edits, amendments,
I looked
additions,
at them. Each
corrections?
time you asked.
Kathy looked at them every time. I didn't even send them out this time.
She's known for that.
I said, didn't I
actually.
look at this already? Okay. Okay.
Improper.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
All right. And we'll take a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the November 26th meeting.
Thank you, Jed. Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. And who'd like to go home?
Make a motion to go home.
You can't do that though.
Jed.
Oh, there we go.
We'll all approve it.
Thank you, Kathy. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Do you have anything
Laura,
besides
do
this
Do you
one?
notarize these or?
Hmm?
Anything besides this?
Can I just-
Jamie thing?
Blue, right?
There is a maybe one that you're gonna
Yeah,
get that
blue's
happens. Because my cousin's the architect.
Oh.
So that's, what is that one? It is. What the heck is it?
Let me see.
And stream.
In the cooker.
Any good comments?
I was the big fan the whole time, so
I remember he was the architect.
So we're streaming on YouTube now.
If it makes it all the way
It's fun to
through.
watch the Facebook.
Kind of like, hey,